Drivin Ivan here, and behind me, a 992 Porsche 911, but it's also the Targa 4S. It is a 2022, and I'm going to drive it real quick. I'm going to review it and tell you what it's like. I've always loved the Targa. I have a Targa, an air-cooled Targa, and when they came out with this Targa shape, man, I lust after them. Finally, I get to drive it. I'll show you how the top works. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's go on the Targa 4S Porsche 911. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's go. Well, I'm starting the video here because that's the Targa bar. Same on my 82 Targa, just goes right across, except whereas back in the day, you used to just lift this off and then it would fold into thirds and you would tuck it back here or you would tuck it in front. Now it just collapses all on its own. So cool. Now this is as wide as you can get basically with the 4S. So it's a super wide stance. Check it out here. Just a very wide stance and super cool. Porsche 911 through and through, unmistakably a Porsche 911 from any angle. So cool, especially the front, unmistakably a 911 from the front. You got the round headlights, and I do have a 996 as well, so everybody cries about the headlights there. I must admit, these look a lot better. 991s, 992s, I've driven these on the track. They are amazing. The specs on this, you're well into like 465 horsepower or so, 390 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in the mid 3-second range, top speed of 180 plus miles an hour. Serious specs. But wow, just look at it. So good. Now, let's see how the top goes down. Look at this. It's a show. It's a show. Man, is that cool. Now, my friend Don here, whose cool car collection is outrageous. He has a prototype 911, 901. So rare. And this is kind of his daily. He's got a couple Alfa Giulias too. I reviewed his son's Giulia Q4, but this is amazing. Do search any car in Drivin Ivan. Search Drivin Ivan cool car collection. I just reviewed his Bizzarini, and I've reviewed his Monteverdi high speed, and also his ISO Revolta, and his Ferrari Mondial Spider. But this one, wow, we actually just took it to lunch. It's amazing. Ah, yes, the famous Porsche 911 interior. I'll show you the Targa bar too. It just makes it all the more special. Amazing. But you always know when you're in a 911, you got the key over here for the Grand Prix start. The gauges, even if you get into really the first 911s from like the mid 60s, the gauges are still laid out that same way. Speedometer, tachometer right in the center, and more information there. You always get your temperature and things like that. And now you get like a beautiful wraparound camera, which I'll show you later. You get different modes for the exhaust and everything. 8-speed automatic in this one, the PDK. It's a dual clutch, amazingly quick, faster than you can shift it yourself. So why bother to get the manual? Well, you know, some people want the feel. I have one manual, two manual 911s, but I do have a Tiptronic on purpose just because, and the Tiptronic in my 986 is nothing like this. You'll see how amazing it is. Heated and cooled seats. There's every single luxury in the world. You get this beautiful tray back here, but you don't even need to put the Targa top on anymore. Just so cool. And look, Porsche crests right here. 2 cup holders. It'll actually kick a cup holder out right over there, but super cool. And now I'm fired up because I get to hop in and drive it. So funny, I could just automatically open this up having my 996. They always open in the same spot, and you've got your battery back here, you know, some electronics and things. You do have some decent storage there, and you can of course put more storage in the back seat area. The way you close this in any Porsche is you just press the crest, and that's how you do it. Look at those beautiful lights, and again, more storage back here. You can put those seats up if you want to, but then you get more storage, even more back there. So just a great GT interior. So the modern Porsches even have like the adaptive cruise and things like that. Just so nice to have all this speed, but yet all the tech too. Again, heated and cooled seats and dual climate control. And look, you get your drive modes here, and you got Sport, Sport Plus, Individual, where you can set it all up, and it even has a wet mode. We're just going to start off in normal. Maybe I'll switch it to Sport, but let's go. Are you ready, Don?
Yep.
Let's go. Here we go. Oh my God, I'm driving the Targa. I'm driving the Targa, Don. Can I scare you a little bit in the turns?
Good.
Can I? Oh, God. You know, the wind in your hair, so good. I'm going to give this guy all the room in the world that he needs. And we might get along. You know, the first time I drove a 911, and again, I just tapped the brakes. The brakes are so good on these cars, right, Don? That, you know, of course they go amazingly well, but the braking, it's like you hit a brick. I barely ran into it. I just love the way you can hop into any 911, 991, 992, 996, 1971 911E, like the one I reviewed, and they're gonna all have a similar layout. It's just amazing. But then the modern ones here, these are incredible daily driving cars. Porsches are the only cars manufactured to drive to the track, drive on the track, and then drive home. These cars are really engineered well, and just amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it into Sport, and then Sport Plus, really, you know, it's instantaneous. And now we're gonna have to wait for the kids to get out. Let's see, let's give it, this is the true test, Don. Are the kids gonna stare at this car when they get out? Do you think they will? Do kids care about cars? No, they didn't notice.
They don't seem to be impressed.
They don't notice, but you know, maybe if we give it a little bit of gas. Okay, now we got a little look there. If we just give it a little gas and catch up to the school buses,
They can stop it again.
I'm sure they look back. It's a beautiful car. The way they interpreted the Targa, you know, they went with like the glass top for a while. You know, they had the lift-off Targa that you fold into thirds, and then they went with the glass top. Now, you ask yourself, why did Porsche decide to go with the Targa top? The answer is simple. They knew that Americans like convertibles, but they also knew that the safety inspections were really getting pretty intense for convertibles, and they were afraid they wouldn't be able to make the convertibles again. So they put this roll bar in, designed the Targa top, and that's why we have the Targa, Don. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew that. Of course you knew that. But the steering, oh my God, you know, earlier it holds the, you notice how long it's holding the gear in the sport mode? But this car is just so incredibly good. Earlier we were driving, Don has an amazing car collection. You're gonna have to check it out. I drive Don's, earlier I drove his Beatserini 5300 Strada, amazing car. But the steering was a little bit loose. You know, this is a modern car. Everything is amazing. Of course, they're so fast. I mean, 0 to 60 in the threes. And let's show. I'll stop for a second, Don, and I'll put it in reverse so they can see the show that happens right here. Am I in reverse? Oh no! See, look at that. You got an all-around monitor to show you everything there. Isn't that cool? These are such modern cars, and they're just so good. You can creep along like this. You don't even have to think about it. It's such an easy car to drive. I'll go ahead and calm the exhaust down by putting it back into normal. Now it's a little more relaxed. It was a little bit whiny before, but even in normal mode, it even has a wet mode too for traction, but it's all-wheel drive, so I can tell you from having a Carrera 4 Cabriolet that it is a very, very good car, and you're just not going to lose traction in this car. It's
right.
so good. Just incredible. The all-wheel drive Porsches, that's why I bought one. I have my rear-wheel drive Carrera 911 SC Targa, and so I wanted the all-wheel drive. Even in normal mode, listen to that. The exhaust is so good. I tell you what.
Make it right.
Make it right, and then we'll be back on. That's just the mode change right now. This the dual clutch, it shifts and downshifts and matches revs so well that you're not even thinking about it. It's just amazing. But still, even though I'm in Sport Plus, it understands that I'm creeping along. So, so good. What a perfect car for today too. It's like what, almost 80 degrees, Don?
Yeah, close to it.
And again, we went through the history of his cars, but Don has a prototype Porsche 901. The Porsche 911 was called the 901 at first, and Don has the seventh prototype. Also check out the roof 911 that I just reviewed. All right, here we go. We taking a ride up there?
Yes.
I'll get there in a hurry. Am I scaring you, Don?
Yeah.
You hear that? You hear how it matches revs on the downshift? I had to give it the beans a little bit, Don. You don't mind, do you?
Nope.
You don't mind, do you?
We're good.
Oh, man.
With those brakes, you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, man, it's so good. Don, I want to thank you. His car collection is amazing. Don't worry about all that. At any rate, I hope you will search Drivin Ivan in any car, especially my Porsche car reviews. And you can watch his 901. I do a nice video on his 901, the prototype 911. Don't miss the Bizzarini review. Don't miss that Monteverde high speed. Thank you so much for watching here with Don's wonderful collection of cars. I'm Drivin Ivan, and we will just show you real quick. There's his prototype 901 and the Bizzarini 5300 Strada. Again, just search any car in Drivin Ivan. Thanks so much for watching. I am Drivin Ivan.
You are far too pretty for my own good. You are far too pretty for my own good. Far too pretty for my own good. You are far too pretty for my own good. You are far too pretty for my own good. You are far too pretty for my own good. I could watch you do a crossword and not get bored. The guitars you hear are the story of my world. You got all of the anxiety but none of the shame. You got Google and know everything but it's still so lame. Need your hair or your eyes and your shape and your size. I'm tired of the lies, lies, lies. Far too pretty for my own good. Far too pretty for my own good. Far too pretty for my own good. You are far too pretty for my own good. 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 Turning gray and I feel so young. I got all that you want, I want all that you don't. You'll never find another me and that's the truth. I can act my age and still be uncouth. You are far too pretty for my own good. You're far too pretty for my own good. You are far too pretty for my own good. You are far too pretty for my own good. Far too pretty for my own good. Far too pretty for my own good. are far too pretty for my own good. Too pretty for my own good. You are far too pretty for my own good. You are far too pretty for my own good. You're far too pretty for my own good.